Okay, scenario 3. There's a family emergency. Something happened and you needed to leave work immediately to take care of one of your family members. You notify the HR by a text message saying you have to take the whole day off. The HR responded back saying, hey, hope everything works out. Once the situation resolved, it already was very late, 11 p.m. your time. It's also weekend the next day. So you don't want to interrupt the supervisor or HR. You know they're all busy. So you decide to instead come back on Monday, and Monday morning you let then the supervisor and HR folk know. How could you have gone, what could have gone better in this situation? Go ahead and pause, write down your response, and then unpause when you're ready. Okay, several things happen here. One of the problem is you need to let the supervisor know. You can't just let the HR person know by a text message. It's not enough. Why do you expect the HR person to contact the supervisor? That's your responsibility to let the supervisors know of the situation. Don't you think if you're the supervisor, it's weird to get a phone call from the HR and say, hey, one of your employee that you manage just sent me a text message saying they had a family emergency. Oh, what happened? I don't know. Oh, is everything okay? I don't know. Or, oh, something happened to the family. Oh, is this serious? And now the supervisors are all getting worried. And they're thinking, why is it that you didn't have the time? You had time to notify HR, but you didn't have time to notify your boss? Huh? And then they will also be afraid. So of course, when you come back on Monday, they will be like, oh, how are things going? Again, whenever they have to follow up, you're already late. If they said, oh, hey, I heard something happened so and so. Is everything okay? This is your supervisor speaking. You're already late. That's a sign. You're like, oops, I made that mistake. Right? Do not ever get into that area where they have to follow up to get an update. You should proactively provide that update. We don't care if it is late. Your supervisor is already getting a lot of emails. Right? They're probably up on Friday evening. They will certainly check their emails on Saturday. And if they don't hear back on Saturday, Sunday, they're going to either think something really, really bad happened or that the situation is resolved, but you don't care enough to send them an update. So you're having the supervisors hanging there. Do not ever do that. We don't care how dire the emergency is. You don't have time to take out your phone and send a short Slack or email or a message back to your supervisor? Come on, right? Okay, so don't get into that situation. Okay, what about the fourth one? Busy supervisor. Your supervisor is extremely busy. You're not feeling satisfied with work. You're not even sure if you belong to the company. And the team doesn't seem to appreciate you. You're putting in hours and doing all the things that the supervisor asked you to do. And yeah, deep inside, you can do more. However, you don't want to do more because you're busy. You have other things at home. You already put in quite a bit of work and you don't want your quality of life to go down. You're busy, right? And plus, you're not getting paid enough. Yeah, maybe if I get the promotion, you will start working more hours, take on more responsibilities. Okay, very common, and I understand the situation, right? Part of me understands the situation, but part of me is screaming out that, come on, your life is more valuable. To have what you're gonna do, or to have your potential, your career potential, be influenced by some temporal short-term things such as, your current salary and other things. So you're going to pause your professional growth just because of these external factors. Yes, maybe your company doesn't deserve you, right? Because, you're not getting appreciated enough. But is it really worth it to pause your career growth for some of these reasons? Because it's going to hurt you. Let's say you're at level 10 at your work. Do you want to just pause it and maintain it at level 10 for the next 5 years? Because you're not feeling appreciated enough, or you're not getting paid enough, right? You're kind of shrinking. You don't want these additional responsibilities, or you're just gonna be at level 10 unless things change. So you're just gonna put your career at pause. Who's gonna be hurt? Company's gonna be hurt for sure, but you're gonna be hurt too. Sometimes it's worth it. Sometimes that's the right move. Maybe sometimes it's the right thing to pause your career, put it on hold. Maybe, that is needed. Every situation is different. But a lot of times, that's sometimes a suicidal move. Either you got to find a new company where you can continue to level up and not pause your career on hold, right? Because when you're at level 20, I guarantee you're going to get paid more. You're going to be more fulfilled at work. So wasting 5 years of your life, putting your career on hold, sometimes, again, that may have been the right choice, but a lot of times it's not the right choice. It's always good to proactively try to build a good relationship with your supervisor, with your teammates. It's not, there's nothing wrong with trying to build strong relationship. After all, right, organization is just a collection of, multiple people, and relationship really matter. At the end, a lot of things at life just boil down to relationship and the strength of relationship you have. So yes, go and take time to get to know your teammates, get to know your supervisors, get to know other people in the organization with a genuine heart that you just want to understand you and you want to build stronger relationship with them. That's not waste of time. You're investing your time to understand them, and that strengthening, that investment will pay off in giving you more energy, in giving you feel more connected at work. So all those are positive things. But again, avoid the temptation to sacrifice your career growth for some of these external reasons. Still try to find proactively ways for you to grow professionally and for you to contribute at work. And if the company is just not the right company, leave. Find something else where you would be happy, where you would be fulfilled. Because life is too big. It's not something we want to waste. And we spend big bulk of our life on our career, and we certainly do not want to waste that. So proactively seek for opportunities for growth, first within the company. And again, if that company is not possible, start interviewing with other companies. Maybe another company deserves you more than your current company. Okay, but that decision, you don't want to do it very quickly. You want to take time, and at least I would say on an average, try to spend time in one company for at least at least 1 or 2 years. Anything less than that also makes your resume look very bad, makes you look flaky. So you want to give enough time, give benefit of doubt to your organization and people if you're struggling on things like that. Okay, all right. So anyway, things like this, talk to your supervisor, and things like this, you don't want to email, right? There are emotions. Whenever there are emotions, what's the way to communicate that? Not email, not phone call. Schedule some time where you can express your perspectives, and don't make it into a one-way conversation. Invite the other party in advance, pre-wire them about what you want to talk about. Let them know that, hey, the reason I want to talk is I want to get your feedback, I want to get your perspectives, and genuinely mean it. Don't say it if you don't mean it. Go and really try to mean it. And once you're like, yes, I'm ready to get other people's perspective, then send an email asking for a meeting so that you can be open and it becomes a two-way conversation instead of you just blurting out tons of information like a fire hose and the other people getting overwhelmed and saying, okay, well, yeah, I get it. Okay, maybe we can have a follow-up. Okay, that's a bad outcome. Okay,